Primetime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He will lead this one off today. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known, he was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Batting second, first baseman.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One hit, one left. Nothing for the Cardinals to start. Mets coming to bat. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in there.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Here's Todd Frazier now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's 3 for 15. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. Next for the Mets, Jay Bruce. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. As a look, now the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Cespedes at third with 2 away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. Gone! A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. He pulls this one into right, and Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's gone 2 for 6. A 1 pitch on its way. Right side hit hard, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Into the box now, Noah Syndergaard. Fouled off. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
0-2, here it is. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Here's Matt Carpenter. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Marcell
in there for strike 1, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Pitch on the way. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Settling in now, Jed Jerko will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty, 2-1. Now this one's hit hard to left by Jerko and deep. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Lifted into the air to shallow center. On the run is Nimmo. He can't get to it. This one's down. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 4.
Popped him up. Gonzalez has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. The 0-2 home. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering, and the inning goes away in unceremonious. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Number 7.
Here comes the first pitch.
Jose Reyes.
High in the air out to center field. Pham has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Brandon Nimmo. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Taken in by Carpenter. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the pitcher, number 18, Carlos Martinez.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Looped over toward first. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 out, nobody on. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Fowler stands 6'5" tall and will hit from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Pulled toward right center field. Bruce has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Cespedes going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jake Bruce will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So one man gone for the Mets in the third. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jerko calls for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Asdrubal
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Here it comes. This is pulled into right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
Tommy Pham.
Right there for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Nimmo in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a high strike there, 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And what are the big factors?
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
In there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball called for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. A base hit in his first trip. And now a pitch on the way. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Molina gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Plawecki retired, and there's one away.
Noah
digging in to try it again. Noah Syndergaard. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pulled high in the air out to right field. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
A shortstop. Number 7.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Let's go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
St. Louis, the left fielder, number 23, Marcel Ozuna.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now here's the pitch. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. Throw won't get him.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. Shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Down the third baseline. The 0-2 to Molina. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And Reyes will take this one for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Martinez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Barehanded on the hop. I'm set with the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Cards leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in once again, Brandon Nimmo hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Runs right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it. And
that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Strike one to start the at-bat. A runner at second, nobody out. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The relay throw, and a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick.
And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Right fielder number 19.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Dexter Fowler now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
2-2. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Ready once again, Tommy Pham. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. This is skied into short left center. Coming in is Nimmo. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. No balls and 1 strike. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Here's Adrian now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Fowler has a read on it. 1 away. Digging in once again, Asdrubal Cabrera. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pham on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Kevin Plawecki. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
There's a slogan is throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Carpenter. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Hey, after starting the game 0-for-2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Throw down to second. The 0-1 delivery. Again down to second.
Count 0-2.
Carpenter on at first, nobody out.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
And another foul ball. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Marcell Ozuna goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Carpenter ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Popped him up. Cabrera over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Greg Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 35.
And that's taken for strike 1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Redbirds get on the board, and it comes on the RBI triple. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh. Sean Gilmartin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Riding in once again, Noah Syndergaard. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And that indeed is a pitcher up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number 1. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
First delivery to him on the way. Tap down the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And that's cut on and missed as Reyes falls behind here, 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Bouncer down the line. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Into right field, that's a base hit. So the 2-out hit means that Yoenis Cespedes will bat this inning.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
Next up from New York, Todd Frazier earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch coming, here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Here's Dexter Fowler now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this guy.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
So he sets him down swinging. Tommy Pham goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Nimmo. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. John Brebbia is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Digging in, Jay Bruce. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. He pulls this one into right, and that's going to be a base hit for Bruce. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Jerko fields it cleanly. To second for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get 1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Asdrubal Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Beyond. Over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back. Here comes the first pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Pham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. So striding forward now, Matt Carpenter. His guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 down. Here's Jed Jerko now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power to him. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in to try it again, Yadier Molina, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Carpenter, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Colton Wong will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Full count now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little shorter.
And he he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Noah Syndergaard